Hello, so happy you could join me on this beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. What I got going on here today is a pre-stretched canvas 16 by 20. What I thought I'd do today is maybe make a big seagull flying in over a little bit of a sandy area, ocean, some palm trees, maybe put some distant seagulls in. What I'm going to do today is also use maybe a combination of the two. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the ceramic paint. Now I'm going to start out with the different colors. And any information and all the colors you'll need to paint along with me will come across the screen right about here. So like I said, that's where I got started so far. What I'm going to start out first with is a gray color. A gray color, ceramic gray. I'm going to do the palm tree, the dark part of the palm tree first before we put the light stuff in. This is going to give us a shadowy background. Just save on some of the color, and what we'll do is we'll paint over that. Kind of after it dries some, because what this is going to do is give it more depth. I'm just trying to fill it in. Wherever I think that the shadow might be. What we're going to do is put the color right over the top of that. Like I said, after it dries. Who knows, maybe it goes right down here. Maybe we have some gray colors up here. Maybe it's grayer over there. Let's start out with something like that. Cleaning the brush off with some water since it's a ceramic paint. What I'm going to do now is come in and I'm going to do the line of the ocean, the way it looks. What I found out is that you have a dark blue line. So I just loaded this brush up like that. On the very tip of the horizon, it'd be fairly dark. Dark blue. Now let's see what we got going on here. Just kind of go all the way across. Right up to the seagull. Something similar to this. Then what we'll do is we'll come into some lighter color. Clean that brush off again. A little bit lighter blues and kind of blend that in from here. Come close to the seagull. You just go straight across, kind of scrubbing it in. What that'll do is give you some water lines. Get some things happening. Right underneath the seagull. Having some of those lighter areas in there too gives the illusion of waves. We'll come all the way down here, right next to some of the grassy areas. I think I'll just fill that in. All the way up to the palm tree. Go with some lighter color, blending it in. Just like the way you think it might look in the ocean. Kind of all the way down. Something like that. We'll come in here. Right along by the palm tree. That kind of gets lighter all the way down. These are the feathers of the seagull. Leave some light areas in there. I think it looked good. Got light and dark automatically. Coming off your paintbrush all the way to where we think the water line is going to be. Then we want to get even lighter, closer to shore. Closer to where we want the beach to be. Maybe the beach is coming right down here. Make long strokes. Kind of gives it that wavy, the wavy look. I'm going to get some white here because I want to make it even lighter. And then I'm going to go into some brown colors for the beach. Lighten it up. It's kind of blending in already because you still got that blue on there, and with the white, with it still being wet, give you that foamy feeling that you're kind of trying to look for. What you're trying to look for in the ocean. Okay, now I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to go into some sandy color. This color here is called sand. You can buy any colors that you want with the ceramic paint. I'm adding a little bit of a darker brown to it also. See what kind of a look we get with this. Oh, I think that's good. I think that is pretty good. Get some darker areas in there. So I pulled down from the blue. Like that. Just here and there where you get all kinds of things happening. Different shadows and cleaning the brush off. I don't want to get too much of that blue. Keep it light. Keep it sandy. Sandy color. Just like that. Going to put some of this in here, get some color down, so when we put the grassy areas in, I'm going to go right over it. That dark down here and along the bottom gives it that little darker look. Now I want to determine where we got some stuff happening up here, where it's coming in the shore. Got the shoreline or the beach area. You can always fill that in with some white paint. Get another brush, grab some white. I'm going to probably just tap it like, I think where you want it to. Where you want the water line. Right where you want the beach to look, where it's coming in. Let's see what we can do here to get that look of maybe more water coming in. Kind of all I'm doing is tapping, trying to pull up more white. Okay, let me get my palette knife here. Just get a little roll of paint off of it. Just as it's coming in. Get that watery, ripply effect. All I'm doing is tapping this now. And that gives you that look. Maybe there's some stuff happening right here. Makes it look like there's some waves coming in. Just along the shore there. Maybe. Maybe we got some stuff happening right there. That was just on the palette knife, just across the edge there. You can use some oil painting techniques and oil painting paintbrushes to get the look that you're looking for. I'm going to clean this brush off again. And I'm going to go to the bigger one I had with the white paint on it. Get more of a beachy, look in here. Okay, got that going on. I think I'm going to come in here and do some more of the blue up there. Got that dark edge. Just darkening this edge up, right where the tape is. Because I think it might be darker there. Haven't pulled the tape off yet, but it's just what I think. Once we do that, we'll really be able to tell. That's the look that we're looking for. All kinds of things happening doing that. Just taking the edge of the brush, kind of blending it in, bringing some darker down here, make it look like waves crashing in, lighter as it goes down. Okay, let's take the tape off and see what we got. Kind of a line we got going on. I think that's just about what we're looking for. Now, I'm going to come in and do this palm tree. Let me get some darker color here. We'll do the palm tree, then we'll come back and do the palms themselves. I'm going to take a little bit of the dark color on a paintbrush and come in and make the line. Goes all the way up. We'll probably cover some of this in, but you'll get that look a lot better if you do this first. Get that dark in there. Then when you put your palm leaves, you'll see that look that I'm talking about. Using this paintbrush, it's almost a perfect size for a palm. So the palm's got those layers, and just by tapping and pulling just slightly right below each other, you get that look. All the way down. Now we could take a lighter color, mix it in, come in and highlight maybe just the edge here. Maybe just make it a little lighter where maybe the sun's hitting it. But by just pulling slightly on a curved motion, you give it the illusion that it's more of a rounded. It's more rounded. Looks pretty good to me. Then down here you can also come in and get some shadowy look in the sand. All the way. Who knows? I'm going to take this brush here, kind of blend it in. Take away that sharpness of it. Just like that. Kind of take it away. Make it a little bit what I did was take some water, get it on the paintbrush and get some of those colors in. Just trying to get the shadowy look all the way down. And that's depending on where the sun would be. Tell you what, let's change that. I think maybe the light's coming from over there. What I want to do is darken it here. That angle. Use that angle and just cover this up by using the water. And you can take it right away. Take the color away, and you can put the shadow over here, wherever you think it should be. More of a shadow line. Okay, now we're going to come in. Get some green colors. I'm going to get another plate here for some green colors for the palm trees. Dark green. Different shades of green. And even some yellow. I'm going to get some yellow in here. Then we got some white we used on the other canvas or the other part of the picture. Let me get a paintbrush here that I think will be what I'm looking for. We'll start out with some dark color first. Let's see. Maybe we'll do that up there. Get some dark colors up there going. Make it some palm leaves. We'll come back at and darken it up. Highlight it. Do whatever we think. Just like that. Be all kinds of different sizes, bigger, smaller, longer. They all come to a point. Just like that. I just keep going into the paint, trying to create the illusion of palm trees, the way they might look. Step back, get a different look. A little time consuming here, but in the end, you're going to get the look that you're looking for. I believe in that. I believe. One down. Palms are kind of all over the place, so there's really no set. No set pattern for it. Just like that. Fill this in up here, darken it. too. Makes it look like it's a distance. There's distant branches behind it. Automatically shades it. Almost go into some darker color, but I'm going to wait for that. Come down here. Keep going back and forth. Giving it that palm look. Filling in all the areas. I'm going to go into this darker green now. Get some dark color up here going. Here and there. Just like that. Different things happening. Time consuming. But in the end, I kind of look for a smaller brush. I come to a point more on the ends. Just like that. like that. That looks nice in there. Kind of gets clumpy in there, and that's the way it looks. That's the way it looks. Take this little brush again. Bring in some of that color. Might take the longest between this and the seagull. Only because there's a lot of shading involved and it's kind of smaller. Now we have to go in after this to go in with some lighter colors, some yellows, and kind of shade everything in. Pulling the dark color down from top, kind of filling everything in, making it, giving it that fuller look. Some darker color in closer. This would be the shadowy look. The shadow. Different shades, different textures. Just kind of blending this all in all over the place up here. Make it look real jungly. See, I'm gonna take that smaller brush now. I think we need to have some palm leaves coming down here. Fill that in. Now, got that happening. I need a smaller brush. I want to blend some of this water into this palm tree. take a little bit of water, a little bit of color, a little bit of color, a little bit of water. I think if we get a little scrapey kind of a brush with a little water on it, we can blend that in. Kind of all the way. We'll come back in here. Get some water lines, a little bit of waves coming in. A little bit of waves coming in, maybe a little bit more down here. Since it's closer to shore, maybe more foamy things happening down here where the waves are coming in. Like that. I keep stepping back so I can get a different view of it instead of being right on top of it. Okay, now we got some gray, we got some white. Got some yellow. Yellow, we'll put the beak in. Put the beak in. And we'll put his feet in. All the way down. I'm going to have to get some color and blend that in. Get that closer to his feet. Kind of blend that in. Cover this area up in here. Where the seagulls flying. Come right up. Excuse my back, but I gotta do it this way. Okay. Now we'll start out with some darker gray. I'm going to use this paintbrush. I need that little one that I had. This one here. Gray. Right up here, we're going to start out right with the right up there with his feathers. feathers. Get all kinds of things happening like that just by pulling, kind of pulling down. You can come over here now, get some of these. Get the feathery look. Maybe over here on this edge. Like that. Let's see, we can come up here. Get the feathers going here. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of like dry brushing it. Taking what we got on there and using that to blend it in. Get that. Kind of shadowing it. There's a bit of a shadow. Shadow stuff going on. A little bit. I'll put this lighter color on first and then I'm going to come back in. Come back in and blend this in. Got some paint on my finger and I took it right into the waves. So we're going to try to get rid of that. And add some more paint to it. And try to keep the fingers clear of it. get some different colors happening. Okay, we'll come back in now. And we'll put an eye in. Get some dark gray. There's the seagull. Now we'll come back in, get some browns going. Lighter. Light. Okay, now we'll go into some more gray, more white, grayer, not quite as dark. Excuse my back, I'm just trying to color this in, so you being left-handed, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Let's paint this in. The seagull. Sometimes you don't even have to paint it in since it's white. The canvas is white. Like that, we'll put some white in up here. In its wing area. Gray, gray,